Tonight's episode is short, fast, and jam-packed, okay? We got new music from Tyla, Victoria Monét, WILLOW, and Josh Levi. A real conversation about gender roles and gay relationships, Tuskegee University's controversial dress code, new movies, celebrity fragrances, legal drama, and one question, did Michael Jackson do it? Y'all know, did Michael Jackson do it? And did the Michael Jackson movie actually deserve all that money? Get your plastic cups, okay, for a little drinky drink. Get your roll-ups, your leaves, and if you smoke motherfucking cigarettes, get that too, because we're on another episode of Late Night Pop Culture. What's the chance again? A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, welcome back to another video. We talk about music reviews, dance videos, reactions, etc. We talk about all that shit. All right, let's get started. Okay, Tyla is here. Tyla A-pop is here. Did she create the A-pop genre that she said she's going to do, African pop? Do y'all feel like, she's been successful in all this? Did A-pop expand Tyla's sound or repeat the formula that made her successful? Make me sweat, make me water. Which song is the strongest her hit potential? I feel like it's That Girl. Who's that girl? Why they make a purchase? I feel like Kiss is a second one, like, up running. I know a fan favorites I've been seeing across Twitter is Double Blind, Hot Tubs, That Girl for sure. Because when Tyler goes, who's that girl? Because Lord knows my part is toss the dollar, send it in, toss the dollar, dividend, blow some more.
That girl, I'm about to make a purchase.
Okay,
I'm talking diamonds, not just purses.
Only if y'all can see my waist. My waist is, that girl. I don't know. That Girl is probably like my favorite. I know a lot of people are talking about Nonchalant as well, so I don't want to leave that one out. And my last question is, does the album make Tyla feel like a lasting global star rather than a breakout moment? Because none of her songs debuted on Spotify or the global Spotify chart. So did Tyla get the sophomore album curse? I don't think the first week album sales are out yet. But I must say that I personally love the album. Y'all know I love, Tyla, period. Like when she came out with Water, motherfucking Arch Your Back. I need to stop calling this song Arch Your Back. When she came out with Dynamite, I feel like she went on a 3-track run real quick. She did Dynamite, Mr. Media, and Chanel. That's why I remember like following like back to back. So this album was released July 24th and includes collaborations with artists such as Zara Lawson, Babla M, Mawu, and Liquid Deep. Tyla has also announced her A-pop tour. Are you going to her tour? Listen, I will go to her tour just to... She can perform Getting Late, okay? Lady, I know it's getting late. Because all I got to hear is doom, 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 doom.
I know it's getting late. And you don't want no way.
Like, she ate so bad. But let's just go over this track list really quickly. Like, what's some of my favorite songs off of A-pop? So we already know, put her in Chanel. You say love me, I ain't put her in Chanel. I love Hot Tubs, that's good too. Right Now, Mr. Nonchalant is good. Oh my gosh. Is it love if you don't cry? I love Is It Love, I love That Girl, I love Mr. Nonchalant, She Did It Again, Hate It When You Act Like You Care. All right, and Hot Tubs, so far. I think the whole album is a bop though, but that's what I'm just saying, like, if you want to listen to some songs that are really good, Is It Love, That Girl, Kiss, Mr. Nonchalant, She Did It Again, Chanel, and Hot Tubs immediately. So I have a question for you. What's your favorite song off of A-pop? And is it better than her debut song? This is something that I really wanted to start talking about. I really wanted to get into Victoria Monét because so many people have been talking about Victoria Monét and saying like she hasn't evolved or like her music isn't like going anywhere or they don't like, or she's boring. I feel like a lot of people are having a lot of discussions, and a lot of the discussions are just saying that she's boring. I just feel like that's the whole synopsis. Like, you can give a whole bunch of word salad about how we feel about her music and all that kind of stuff, but I think people are just saying that they're bored. And now because, they say, oh, well, she's not giving her tracks like, all right, he gave me some dick in bed, now the dick is embedded. Or she didn't give a put us on a oh mama, oh my hood. And that just lets me know, like, you don't know Victoria Monet's music. Like, if you think about songs like Moment, Goodbye, Smoke, like if you really like sit and listen to Victoria Monet's music, like, she gives you maybe like 2 like fast upbeat tracks. But like, even if you go back and listen to Jaguar, because everyone wants Victoria Monet to stay a fucking Jaguar forever. They want her in there, but then at the same time, they want to do what? But at the same time, a lot of people talking, well, when you gonna leave the jungle? When you gonna leave the jungle? So now Victoria Monet is here with her new album. I forgot what day it comes out, but it's called Frequency of Love, right? Victoria Monet has released Reach Out, but this is the beginning of a new era, or simply a reminder that she doesn't miss. Reach Out is now available, and Victoria Monet has already begun promoting it through interviews and radio appearances. Does Reach Out sound like a lead single, or does it feel more like a song for her core fans? And I feel like Victoria Monet always makes music for her core fans, like people who understand what her R&B, vibe is and how she feels. And a lot of people don't know that she writes and have written for your fave. Like, when you think about some of your favorite songs, Victoria Monet's pen is behind that. So I don't ever want y'all to get it misconstrued about her talent and about her ability to produce bops. And so I don't understand, maybe it's the color tone, because she's like very known for the color brown and like warm tones and just being fucking black. Like, and she's very talented. Like, I tell y'all all the time, every time I make a video about Victoria Monet, I always talk about when she performs Moment. And she said, boom, I got a feeling that you brought me to you. Boom. Yeah, you did, babe. Like, I love when she performs Jaguar, supersonic pussy cat, just like a Jaguar, silky black soul. Let me claim your wood like that. You got 9 times 2. And she gets into the groove. She said, la la la, come here. That, like, Victoria Monet has bops, and even like New China, like I caught on so late to the Victoria Monet wave, like, because I came on around like Jaguar, but I am familiar with like some of her previous projects. And I just think when you think about Reach Out, okay, I feel like Victoria Monet makes I'm not gonna say she makes better music than Lizzo, but Lizzo and Victoria Monet are kind of in the same lane when it comes to making like positive music. And I feel like sometimes the general public can get so tired of always hearing upbeat, positive music, or hearing something that feels so gimmicky. So, I don't know, because Let Me was good too. Let me be a ride or die. Let me be a peace of mind. I'll do all the things lovers do. Baby, if you let me. I don't know. I feel like sometimes people only want to hear some oomps or something that's up-tempo. I don't know why the general public doesn't like Reach Out. I really like Reach Out. I liked it when she performed it on tour with Bruno Mars. And I'm pretty sure she's going to have another single before the Frequency of Love comes out that's very very on my mama, very much Jaguar, very much moving around, okay? So I want everybody to stay tuned and stay locked in on Victoria Monet, because if y'all know like I know, and y'all know that y'all see these performances and y'all see the music and everything isn't lackluster, I know that she has another trick up under her sleeve, okay? And for y'all to be hating on Reach Out, she opened the video and she said, yeah. Like, Victoria Monet and Sean Bankhead are just a match made in heaven. I know Sean Bankhead is just talented on his own, but if I had to like think about an artist that worked with Sean Bankhead that just nails it every time, is Normani and definitely Victoria Monet. Now let's talk about Willow Smith. Why are y'all sleeping on Willow Smith? I haven't heard anything about, her new album or anything going on. The Thread, right? Willow continues making whatever kind of music she wants, but the general public is keeping up with her evolution. Her willingness to move between alternative rock, jazz, and experimental music. Whether constant artistic evolution makes her more exciting or harder to market. Whether listeners unfairly expect the daughter of a famous entertainer to make commercial music. Do you prefer experimental Willow or the more accessible songs from her earlier eras? And I just feel like if you already know what Willow Smith gives, she gives alternate, music, and she's just freaking amazing. Like, let's just talk about some of the tracks. So I like She's My Religion, I like Unconditional, and I like Shrink to Fantasy. And I just feel like a lot of people expect Willow to still make this same, I whip my hair back and forth. I'm with my hair back and forth. And she chose to make music that resonates with her. And I'm so glad that she has her own lane and her own version of her own music. So make sure you gotta feel the bass. Feel the bass. Okay, we are talking about Josh Levi. And he just released a new song called Swerve. Did y'all listen to his album? Did y'all listen to the album? Hydraulic, right? Rodeo, Care For Me, Hold On, The Room. I can't go outside. That song is so beautiful. Crash Out featuring Flo. That was like the very much like highlight of the album. Crash Out featuring Flo. But I love Rodeo. Josh Levi has the voice, the look, and the music. So exactly what is keeping him from becoming a much bigger R&B star? Listen, we got artists like Chris Brown going to jail, Usher being knocked down, turned away by women. They saying like, baby, your breath was hot. I wanted Chris Brown on me, not you. No shade to Usher. But we got new artists out here like Josh Levi. We got a couple more young men out here who are doing it, okay? Apple Music is actively promoting Swerve and recently featured Levi discussing the single with, what's his name? Low, right? Zane Lowe, right? Y'all know I've been covering Josh Levi for a long time, ever since he did Feel the Bass. And what's the other song he got too? The Party song, right? I love the way you dance, 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 and do a little dance, dance. So my question is, what does Josh Levi need to have a bigger song or stronger rollout or a more major collaboration? Like, what's keeping, Josh Levi from having that breakout moment, that breakout Chris Brown moment, that breakout Usher moment, that breakout Michael Jackson moment, that breakout for a young, like, male R&B artists who are just taking it? Like, I don't think we had a very, like, successful male pop star vocalist since Chris Brown. So I definitely think Josh Levi he's a strong vocalist and has a polished visual identity. I know he was working with Sean Bankhead for, what was that song? No, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so I know he was working with him for that song, and he looks very good. The music needs like a defining moment that separates him from every other male R&B artist, which is kind of not hard. That I've been saying this whole entire time. I don't think the issue is the music marketing or like the current state of male R&B. I think that he just needs some more reps and just keep, entering into the R&B space over and over, R&B and pop space over and over and over and over again until, he beats into the general public head like, hey, I'm Josh Levi, I'm here to stay. And Hydraulic was freaking amazing and y'all was just late. Let's talk about KATSEYE, Animal. Y'all know I live for KATSEYE. Y'all know I live for Pinky Up. And what's the other one? Hate and Me. Cause it Listen, okay, KATSEYE is back with Animal, but are they becoming a real global pop group or simply a group with a powerful online fandom? Listen, KATSEYE got the children. KATSEYE got the, if they don't have the general public or adults' attention, which they do as well, and y'all can hate, y'all can say whatever, but Monét is not the excuse no more. And it don't look like they've been left off of Bad and Bougie since Monét. Okay? R.I.P. to my girl. I mean, she not dead, but just R.I.P. to her spot in the KATSEYE group. Okay? How do y'all feel about the first impression? Do y'all like the Animal song? I just feel like they like Blackpink, but just a little more diverse. Okay? I don't know, y'all.
With me. Nobody knows you're out of control. You move like an animal.
Now y'all know I have to do it every single time that I hear it, but this sounds like a slow down version of Apatu, huh? Don't you want me like I need you, baby? Don't I need you like I need you? See, y'all about to get me. This part right here, now you know the words. Hold on, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm on my way. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? And I need you like I need you now. I'm trying to tell y'all, But Stream Animal by KATSEYE, it is a bop. KATSEYE makes a bop. And their choreographer, I just feel like fixed their style so much that it amplifies their magnitude of stardom. So KATSEYE is just, they do their thing. And I'm not mad at them. I'm just saying it sounds like apatu, Let's talk about Slayyyter. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Some of y'all have like found Slayyyter through me, like especially after her Worst Girl in America project, and that's how I found Slayyyter. Some of y'all know Slayyyter before she took this like darker, more like alternative route. She was more like a more pop girly, and now she's like transformed her identity. I think. Don't get me wrong. Allegedly, she's signed by Atlantic. I want to say she's signed by Atlantic, but so. She has this upcoming title to be Brand New Chanel. She's redoing all her songs that not all her songs, but some of her most popular songs that was on Worst Girl in America. I think she has like a deluxe coming out called Worst Man in America. And she had like Crank 2 on there. She had Brand New Chanels. She did another song that she previewed that I'm so excited to hear. But Brand New Chanels is supposed to come out this Friday, right? It's supposed to be a new single. But it's not confirmed. Like her deluxe album isn't confirmed yet. All we know is the title, allegedly the title, which is Worst Man in America. Okay? I don't want to say too much until she releases it. But Slayyyter is entering her Brand New Chanel era this Friday, and I need everyone to stop sleeping on one of pop's most consistent underground stars. What does Slayyyter need to finally cross over into the mainstream? Well, I feel like Slayyyter is already here. Do you know who Slayyyter is? If not, you need to check out Crank, Beat Up Chanel's, Dance, Brittany Murphy. I feel like that whole album, Worst Girl in America, is so good. Like it should be a top contender for album of the year next year at the Grammys. And she definitely should get Best New Artist. Ariana Grande, she is here. Pedal is here. Pedal comes out this Friday. I believe that's July. What Friday is? Pedal comes out July 31st. Okay, listen. Ariana Grande's Pedal arrives Friday, July 31st. She's already introducing us to another character named Pepper. But are we prepared for an album and a full cinematic universe? Pedal is scheduled for Friday, July 31st. Is a visual teaser, introduces a character named Pepper, and Hate That I Made You Love Me is the first song released from this project. Are you more excited for the album or the visuals? I feel like this album has been like, this rollout has been so like messy. Like from them talking about her body so much, from the Eternal Sunshine tour, from after the Wicked Press tour, the Meet the Fockers. I just feel like so much has been going on with Ariana Grande, but she has shut up a lot of people with this new performance that she performed at Pedal. And I think it was like AI that had been circulating on the internet of the Pedal song where she goes, Pedal. Now, I did watch like a couple clips of her performing the song, but I couldn't really hear it that well over the concert's reaction to, her performing it. And it's not a true testament to what the potential of the song is, because, those are Ariana Grande stans and fans that are out there listening to her perform. So, of course, they're going to be cheering loud. So, we haven't had the actual opportunity to listen to the Pedal track. Now, I will say that I Hate That I Made You Love Me grew on me. I did not like it when it first came out. But I think that it's very like, it's like a chill vibe, and like I just said, it grew on me. So again, are you more excited for the album or the visuals? Do you think Ariana Grande really has something to tell this time around? And she's back with her previous ex-boyfriend Ricky. So do you think that he has some inspiration towards this album? I've seen a lot of speculation and talking online about Ariana Grande producing her best albums when she has a big dick man next to her. Okay, and they start naming the people that she was dating with the big penises beside the albums. So we'll see what Ariana Grande, has to say this Friday, July 31st. We'll keep our ears to the streets of Apple Music to make sure that we're the first ones to have a reaction for Ariana Grande's new album titled Pedal. The queen of Miley Cyrus has returned, okay, and she signed to a new record label. She signed to Atlantic, okay? Listen, I don't understand why. But you know what? I'm here. I'm always here for a new Miley Cyrus album. The new album is not currently titled Brand New Love. Based on reliable reporting, Miley described this project as a love story, but an official album title has not been confirmed. Miley has signed with Atlantic Records after 13 years with Sony. says the upcoming 10-track album explores romantic love and peaceful love she has found for herself. It may arrive before the 2027 Grammys, but no firm release date has been announced. Listen, so all in all, Miley Cyrus has left Sony and partnered and signed with Atlantic, okay? And she's preparing another album, another like love album. But was the label change a fresh start or a sign of something that wasn't working? Because Something Beautiful, although the tracks and stuff was amazing and the music was really good and the musical film was really good, something didn't click with the general public. Same thing with, what was the album before that? Was it the one with flowers on it? I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand. Okay, something wasn't working for those last two bodies of the project. I feel like until we get another album like Plastic Hearts, I feel like Plastic Hearts was the most authentic music that Miley Cyrus has made in like the last decade. I don't know. But I definitely think that we do need a Miley album. I feel like I love Miley Cyrus, but the general public isn't understanding what the brand is right now. I've seen a lot of people talking about they want to see her go back to rap Miley. I'm in the club, high up perps with my shades on, tatted up mini skirt with my J's on, okay? So my main question is, what does Miley need from Atlantic? How can Atlantic help Miley Cyrus? And what was she not getting from Columbia? That concludes this music portion. Tyla is building a global era. Victoria Monét is reaching back out. Willow is evolving. Josh Levi is still chasing that defining moment. And Ariana and Miley are preparing for their next chapters. Out of every release we discussed, which one are you actually pressing play on? Or are you the most anticipated for? And make sure to check out my individual music reviews and full late night pop culture playlist, because every story we're covering today is getting a deeper conversation on my channel. Okay, now I have like some two stories here that like really like thought provoking and made me like think and made me like really take a moment and sit back and think like, this really intrigues me. So number one, the Tuskegee dress code policy and the do gay relationships have gender roles? And these are like two popular conversations that I've seen online, X, Instagram, Facebook, and it's really crazy to me. So do gay relationships naturally develop gender roles, or are we copying straight relationship expectation because that's the only model society gave us? So my question is, do you believe that gay relationships should have gender roles? Can partners provide or divide responsibilities without assigning one another heterosexual label? Have you ever felt pressured to behave a certain way because you were considered more masculine or more feminine? Listen, so I feel very drawn in between this, because I feel like it's to each their own. The main thing that we need to focus on out of all these things when we talk about relationships is that everybody is different when it comes to relationships. You need to find someone who has similar values and similar outtakes on life and be with that person instead of judging your life off of somebody else's opinion, especially off the internet. Now, I do see in some relationships that it works more because one person might be more feminine and one person might be more masculine. So one might play a girl role, one might take a boy role, or whoever receiving might be more feminine or more masculine, and whoever is giving it out might be more masculine or more feminine. But in these dynamics, I do see. Do you think more relationships are successful, like when it's gender roles, or not? Because nowadays it's more reversed. Like the person who's giving it out, or the top, is usually feminine, and then the bottom be the masculine one. So I don't know how we can say that gender roles are needed in gay relationships. I just feel like sometimes they're comfortable. But I've met many of bottoms that want to have princess like treatment, and I met plenty of tops that are like wanting princess treatment. To me, I don't see much difference in dating nowadays than men want to be. I'm not trying to say it like that, but men do be want to be women. All of them. It don't matter if you're a top or you're a bottom. Men be wanting princess treatment just as like women want princess treatment. So I never understood the gender roles inside of relationships or maybe I'm just young, because every time or maybe I just haven't met a man that is a man, okay? Sometimes I just feel like this is little kitty stuff, like somebody who is really like about their life, about their business. There's no such thing as like gender roles in relationships, especially even in heterosexual relationships. There's no really such thing as gender roles unless you want to keep it really traditional, where like far as in like women, wash clothes and cook and clean and take care of the kids. But even in today's time, like with the current economic status in America, like it's impossible for a woman to just stay home and take care of the kids, cook and clean, and not, worry about any other bills. Most of the time, women have to go to work, cook and clean, do the laundry, and take care of the child at the same time. Am I saying it's fair? No. I'm just saying that in today's society, that is what a traditional household looks like, going forward. So in a relationship with two men, what I'm saying, you might have, I don't know. I feel like it's to each their own, like whatever works for you. If you assign tasks to each other, like this week you're gonna do laundry, cook and clean, and then next week the top might do it. But just simply because you topping or you bottoming doesn't dictate what responsibilities that you do or have in a relationship or a certain behavior you're supposed to have. Because like I said, in today's society, when it comes to being a top, most of the time a top, you have femme tops out here, and when you come to the bottoms, you have mass bottoms out here. You even having you got bottom fishers and you got top fishers. Okay, that mean they faking. You got fake tops that want to be bottoms, and you got fake bottoms that are tops. You know what I'm saying? And so it's up to you, to each their own, what you want to do with that situation. Do what makes you happy. Now let's talk about this Tuskegee University dress code. The school is Tuskegee University, private HBCU in Tuskegee, Alabama. Says they prohibit bedroom shoes, bonnets, and do-rags in the classroom and cafeteria. It also restricts revealing clothing in classrooms, dining areas, and official university events. The stated purpose is to prepare students for professional settings. This is more specific than saying all lazy clothing is banned everywhere on campus, okay? Tuskegee University says bonnets, do-rags, and bedroom slippers don't belong in the classrooms or cafeteria, but is this professional preparation or respectability politics? Now, I've seen a big conversation around this. Like, a lot of people want to say that not wearing do-rags and not wearing bonnets and bedroom slippers is anti-black. If it was no white people on the world, like, it just confuses me, because I'm like, what do you wear then? Like, when you out in the public space, and this is not about white people, but when your parents, at least for me, when my parents told me to when I leave the house, I'm supposed to look decent. You're supposed to look nice, have something nice on. So this goes back to the Monique situation when Monique was talking about the girls going to the airport with the bonnets on. I don't know, because number one, I'm bald, so I don't have a reason to be wearing a do-rag or a bonnet or anything like that. But as far as like Crocs or something like that, that's kind of like more not professional wear. Now, not wearing bonnets and do-rags to the cafeteria is like OD. Because when I was in my HBCU, Clark Atlanta University, my alma mater, like, why? Any day that you go to the cafeteria, like, you might even be going to class, you might have a gap in your period or whatnot. You tell me that you can't come to the cafeteria with your bonnet, your slides of Crocs, or your do-rag on. Like, that's insane to me. And so I don't know if it's very anti-black. I feel like you have to look like something. You have to create an image for yourself. And if you continuously, subconsciously walk around thinking that you don't have to look a certain type of way, and I guess that's the issue. Like, who are you supposed to be looking good for? You're supposed to be looking good for yourself. You get what I'm saying? So I don't agree 100% with the idea, but I do agree with black people do need to have a certain type of aesthetic or a certain type of look. Like, I don't like when the men line up in the suits. Like, a lot of people say it's performative, but black people and black youth need the example of, you can wear jeans, you can have those people who sag, you can have those people who wear wife beaters and tank tops and t-shirts and what you call them shirt, graphic tees and all that kind of stuff. You can have that version of a black person, and Timberlands and all that kind of stuff. That's one version of black people, but it's also another version of black people that, wear do-rags, wear bonnets and all those kind of things. But I do think when you're in a certain public space, whether it be black, white, orange, brown, green, whoever in front of you, you are supposed to look presentable. Now, if you deem do-rags and bonnets and all that kind of things to be presentable in public, then do you. But a lot of people don't look at do-rags and bonnets and all that sleepwear to be professional wear outside of your home. So to each their own. Do I think it's excessive for the cafeteria? Yes. Do I think it's excessive for the classroom? No. I think that, sometimes you're supposed to look your best wherever you're going. I know some people gonna be mad with that, but that is okay. Let's move on, because y'all not about to get me about that, how you supposed to look and how you supposed to dress and white folks respectability politics, when it's really take the white people and all these other people out of it. How do you want to present yourself? How do you want to look when you step outside your house? How do you want to look when you step out on a college campus? How do you want to look? How do you want to look? How do you want to be perceived? And that should all be that what matters. Let's talk about Chris Brown. Chris Brown's legal case over an alleged London nightclub really ain't alleged, though. I'm going to keep saying alleged, but it's not alleged because he pled guilty to a London nightclub attack. Is back in the conversation, but social media may be spreading sentencing claims before the full facts are clear. Why do unconfirmed celebrity legal updates spread faster than the corrections? So allegedly, Chris Brown attacked a producer back in London for whatever reason, and he allegedly got sentenced 3 years, right? But he has some courts and things going on. Allegedly, if he is sentenced or whatever, he's not going to be able to finish this tour with Chris Brown. Finish this tour with Chris Brown. He's not going to be able to finish this tour with Usher, and that would be so unfortunate. That's so sad. But let's move on. Let's move on to Nicki Minaj and Donald Trump. This is so crazy to me. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. Like, I know the other celebrities are laughing at Nicki Minaj. And I know she don't give a fuck for real because she's Nicki Minaj. But I just feel like it's so sad to, like, you had a president of the United States on TV. And it's not even just sad because he's talking about Nicki Minaj. Well, that's why it's sad. It's sad because the president of the United States is having a formal meeting or a formal event, and you're sitting here joking about the queen of rap. I don't even know if we can call her that anymore. Like, I was going to continuously call her that, even though that she's messed up so bad in the general public, and a lot of people don't consider her the queen of rap no more, and are allowed boosting up Cardi B and all the other girls. But I still do believe in my heart of hearts that Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. I'm sorry, Mega Minaj does not exist inside the industry. But we're here to talk about Donald Trump talking about when it was a shooting at the White House. They told everybody to get down, and he said Nicki Minaj started twerking. They said get down, and Nicki Minaj was the only one who understood what they really meant. Are we back in Jim Crow, y'all? I just feel like some white people in this world, and while Donald Trump is in office and his, team and administration, I believe they really think we're in Jim Crow. Like, I really think they believe that, like, Nicki Minaj is like a jigaboo, a porch monkey, like all those derogatory terms. Because why would you say that about someone who has devoted their career, like changed over their whole career to support you and calling you the best president, and you talk about twerking? I think that's really what they think black people are: tap dancing, watermelon eating, fried chicken cooking, dreadlock wearing, and crime, endangering environments and all that other jazz and derogatory things that you can say, stereotypes that you can say about black people. But this is really a shame. This is really embarrassing, not only to Nicki Minaj, but to our country. Like, why are we, it's just, I just don't know how to, like, that man said, they yelled, get down, everybody duck. And Nicki Minaj started twerking because apparently she was the only one who understood the assignment. Get down, get down. I'm sorry, y'all. I understand how that man won the presidency. I really do. That man is really charming. Like, I'm not saying that what he's saying is justified or some of his political views and the way that he's run his country is amazing. I'm not saying that at all. Actually, you know what? Donald Trump has been the worst thing. Well, I don't know, but he has been one of the worst things to ever happen to the United States of America. And Nicki Minaj, for you to align yourself with his presidency is absolutely insane. So you might deserve this. Get down. Get down. This concludes the thought-provoking portion. From gender roles and gay relationships to Tuskegee's dress code and the way that social media handles legal allegations, the real question connecting these stories is, who gets to define what is normal, respectable, or true? Now let's talk about movies. Okay, screams, and entertainment. Okay, Spider-Man Brand New Day arrives this Friday, but the biggest mystery isn't the villain, it's who Sadie Sink is actually playing. The film opens in the United States on July 31st. Early reactions has praised Tom Holland and Sadie Sink, although some reviews describe the movie as overlong or transitional. Now, a lot of people think that Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey, okay? Tom Holland has denied that Jean Grey appears while speculation continues until the movie reveals her identity, called a fan theory. Okay, do you genuinely believe that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, or Marvel intentionally leading us in the wrong direction? Now, do I think that Sadie Sink is a good fit for Jean Grey? I don't know. She's kind of small, and when I was watching X-Men 97 or just X-Men in general, Jean Grey seems to be like a tall woman, a tall character, and maybe she'll grow into her role. I'm not sure, and I feel like she's too young to play the role as well. I don't know. I just know Sadie Sink from, I believe, Stranger Things, and I just didn't think like she was a good fit for the Jean Grey role, in my opinion. Everyone deserves work out here. I just don't think that she was a good fit for the role. What else I want to say? Oh, what does John Gray? I meant like Marvel. I'm a DC fan, so I don't understand Marvel when all these characters come into play. Like, what does Jean Grey have to do with Spider-Man? And like, how does? Because I know Avengers Doomsday is about to come out. So what does all these characters have to do with each other? I thought they all have like their own separate universe, they separate like theories and like separate events. So why would Jean Grey be inside of a Spider-Man movie? And also I know like Marvel does like different crossovers or whatnot, but Spider-Man isn't like an X-Men, so like how does he have like a relationship with Deadpool or Wolverine? Like, I need some answers. And then I think Sadie Sink probably is Jean Grey. So moving on, reviews that's coming: Leviticus and Disclosure Day. Make sure you check out my scary movie review, Obsession, and Backrooms. Okay, 2 new reviews are coming to the channel: Leviticus and Disclosure Day. One disturbed me and the other gave me much more to think, more than I expected. Subscribe and turn on post notifications because both full breakdowns are coming, and these won't just be surface level reactions. We're talking plot, character decisions, themes, and whether or not the story actually sticks to landing. Let's talk about Evil Dead Burn. Evil Dead Burn turned into a family reunion, into a literal reunion for hell, but did the franchise deliver another horror classic or simply more blood? You'll have to be staying tuned for that because that's coming next week. Okay, does the Evil Dead movie need a strong story or events of kills and absolute chaos? So make sure you stay tuned, turn on post notifications because their review will be out next week. This week we're focused on Leviticus and Disclosure Day. Christopher Nolan, the Odyssey, an ancient epic turned into a modern theatrical event, but did the Odyssey earn the spectacle, or audiences showing up because Nolan's name has become like iconic in the franchise? So would this movie have received the same attention without Christopher Nolan's name attached to it? I think the Odyssey is like iconic. Like, it's just, I think it's like one of the best like stories out here. Especially like reading it in high school for like what was he reading for, British lit or something like that? But yeah, I enjoyed the Odyssey. If I have some extra time this week, I'll try to squeeze it out into this week. But it's definitely one of those movies I want to talk about next week, along with Evil Dead Burn. So yeah, I think I'll say this: one of my favorite scenes is probably like the Giants. Like, they got to this one land, and it was like this one kid was in the middle of the land or whatnot, and Odysseus like crew scared the child, so the child did like a scream that notified everybody inside like the land or whatnot, and these big like armored giants like came out murking all them. Like, that was so cool. But last but not least, did Michael Jackson do it? Like, do y'all think Michael Jackson? I've seen a lot of people talking about Michael Jackson actually did touch them kids. And you know what? For years and years and years, I just denied it. I'm like, he didn't touch them kids. He didn't touch them kids. But apparently, in that documentary that released the same week that a Michael Jackson movie came out, a lot of people feel like Michael Jackson touched them kids. Okay, now, Michael Jackson had been gone for years, and somehow he's still putting up blockbuster numbers. But did Michael become one of the 2026 biggest movies because it was great, or because the name Michael Jackson still remains unbeatable? Okay, unbeatable. Michael crossed 1 billion worldwide and became the highest grossing musical biopic. However, by July 27, Toy Story 5 had overtaken it in its highest grossing movie in 2026. So one of the highest grossing films in 2026, okay? Let me ask you a couple questions. Did you see Michael because of the movie itself and Jafar Jackson, or did you see it because of Michael Jackson? Number 2, can a biopic be about someone this famous ever be completely honest? because all they talked about was the highlights, and it really wasn't a lot. Like, they only did like the first half of his life. They didn't really get into the Sony speculations, drug use or child abuse, or the other stuff that they alleged against him. Did the film celebrate him, sanitize him, or do both? Now, let me know in the comments below, because I really want to know, did Michael Jackson do it? And that refers to his allegations and having one of the biggest movies of 2026. So this is a new segment. I kind of just want to keep up with some of my favorite artists, like, and what they have going on outside of music. So this is the beauty counter, okay? Featuring Megan Thee Stallion and Billie Eilish. Megan Thee Stallion has out a new perfume called Hot Girl Summer Eau de Perfume, okay? Some of the fragrance notes is opening creamy coconut milk, heart orchid, base warm smoky vetiver. It is marketed as a unisex floral woody fragrance and is sold exclusively through Ulta. The Ulta listing currently shows a customer score around 4.1 out of 5, though reviews vary on longevity and projection. Okay. Positive reaction described it as a tropical, creamy, and floral. Some critical reviews say it dries down too softly or lacks projection expected from perfume. Fragrance performances varies by skin chemistry, so present those as customer experience, not universal facts. Megan Thee Stallion perfume smells like coconut, orchid, and vetiver, but does Hot Girl Summer smell expensive, or are we paying for the name? How do y'all feel? Y'all let me know. Have y'all bought Megan Thee Stallion's perfume? What does it smell like? Also, Billie Eilish with Eilish Intent. Okay, the new release is Eilish Intent, a deeper variation of her original Eilish fragrance. Reported notes are red berries, mandarin and sugared florals, creamy vanilla, cocoa and soft spices, tonka bean and warm musk. Billie Eilish made her signature vanilla fragrance richer and more intense, but did she improve it, or did she make it too sweet? Okay. One thing I have a question for, are celebrity perfumes becoming legitimate fragrance releases, or are we still mostly buying celebrities' branding? Okay? Let me know if you bought or pre-ordered Billie Eilish Intense and Megan Thee Stallion's Hot Girl Summer perfume. That's it for today. Short video edition of Late Night Pop Culture, but every conversation doesn't end here. The full music reactions, movie reviews, and deeper breakdowns are either already on the channel or coming next. Watch the Late Night Pop Culture playlist, subscribe for upcoming Leviticus and Disclosure Day reviews, and tell me which topic deserves its own full video. So, we've covered music, relationships, respectability, politics, legal headlines, horror, superheroes, fragrances, and Michael Jackson still breaking records from beyond the grave. Now it's your turn. Which story had the most strongest argument? Which release are you actually supporting? And where was I completely wrong? Grab your plastic cup, leave your tape below, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to hype this video. Share it with your mama, daddy, your uncle, your auntie. Make sure to leave a purple heart down in the comments, because over here we show love. If nobody told you all year, all month, all week, all day, I love you. That's all I have for now. Bye for now, everyone. Make sure to tap the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a video. I'll see you later.